Good morning all. This morning I'm introducing the face behind the voice, all those broadcast messages that I've sent you in the last few weeks. Thank you for listening to me during the hard times we all experienced. Most of you would know me, but for those that don't know me, now you know how I look like. I hope that the information I've shared during this time and the words of encouragement meant something for you. Thank you for all those that responded and sent me messages. I really appreciate that, and it also helped me to stay positive. If you will allow me, I hope to keep you updated and encouraged going forward. I hope you have connected with yourselves and with your loved ones during this time. It's an important time to refocus priorities, and I've used that time as well. Now that we are back in office and the Deeds office is open, we feel more positive about the road ahead. We have seen some good quality work from you and activity during this period, you as our precious clients, and I wish you well for the road going forward. I know that your industry bodies and our industry bodies have pushed hard to get you guys up and running as soon as possible, and I believe that positive announcements will be made soon to get you guys up and running. This morning I just want to share 10 short points of view that I think may help you in this time. First of all, make sure that you have a back to work COVID plan ready. That must be in writing in terms of the regulations. So this will deal with things like how you will approach a client, how you will have your office organized, when you take a client out, what will the protocols be. You know all these things about social distancing, washing your hands and so forth, but it must be in writing. And I'm sure that this will help you to also get those sole mandates. If you have a proper plan, and you can give that to your seller to give them comfort and that they can know that their risks are minimized. Second of all, make use of the opportunities provided for by the lower interest rate. It's the lowest interest rate since 1973. Especially first-time home buyers may find it a way to get into the property market. Then thirdly, I've shared yesterday the good news about movement of home. So the 7th of June, that date has been left out completely. So we will be able to do registrations and people will be able to move. There's obviously the requirements that must be met. But this is the door open. I've discussed this last night with my wife, and she said, because the act is pretty clear, it's a once-off movement. Now she asked me, who's moving often? I find it quite strange. The fourth point, just a short one: stay positive, don't lose hope. There's always a future. Then I would say that we must create new behavior patterns and keep to it. For myself, I used to be running a lot in the past, but for the last number of years I've neglected that pretty badly, and I've started running in this time and I feel better than ever. So start new patterns and keep to it. I also think that this is now time to have creative new problem solving ideas. I've read a quote by Albert Einstein that say you have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anyone else. Now this game, I think the rules changed a lot, but in a way it's still the same game. We're still in the game of people buying houses, but now there's some different rules. So learn those rules and create new ways of dealing with it. Then my seventh point is read something new. I hope that you have read at least one new book or one inspiring book in the last period. If you haven't, get yourself a nice book. I saw exclusive books in those kind of places are open, or get something on the internet. Then I want to tell you that our office is fully functional, all three of our offices, and we are here for you and will stand by you in this difficult time. In a way, we also feel lonely because we have so much interaction with you, our clients, and we learn so much from you. And now that is sort of taken away from us. I was looking yesterday at our training room and I felt a bit sad because you guys came in here and we used to train you a lot. But we are missing you, and I must tell you that the estate agent is the source of this industry. And without you, we cannot really function. We can do what we have in line, but we need those new business. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank you for support over many, many years. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate loyalty as a virtue. That's a very, very good virtue, and we thank you for that. Then I want to offer you Zoom meetings with the officers, like as we always used to come and visit you when your meetings was on. Lynn and Londi is busy arranging Zoom meetings with your office and even individually. If you want to discuss something, let's set up a Zoom meeting, or our training will now be done in smaller groups in Zoom function. So that will go out soon. Contact Lynn or Londi if you want to arrange, if they haven't contacted you yet. And then lastly, our last webinar in our series of webinars will be announced soon. We are just finalizing the topics for that, and that will be soon. So be on the lookout. I'll keep you updated in that regard. Character is tested when the pressure is at its highest, and I think this is now a time where we all got to show our character. Benjamin Franklin said, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So I ask you this morning, prepare yourself for when you start and you're up and running again. Thank you for the privilege that you listened to me. I'm Eddie Smith, Snyman de Jager, and I hope to see you soon.